What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Subscribers, new subscribers, hopefully. It's me, D Hill, and this is my review on the season finale of Chasing Atlanta, I think season 4, episode 10. So let's jump right on into it. First, kudos to the show. I mean, I will say this show is on YouTube. It's one of those, I guess, quote unquote, reality television shows. Not by a major network, but obviously the production is great. Whoever produced this show, they definitely, as you can see from the transitions, the cuts, and all that, in the show, in the series, that they definitely been studying reality television and how they segue from scenes and camera angles. Even the music they integrated, from the Bad Girls Club, the theme. I mean, they've definitely done their research. It definitely was an entertaining show. I watched all episodes. I definitely was entertained. This is the first web series that I watched on YouTube throughout. Yeah, my first season. This being the fourth season. I didn't watch the previous seasons. I mean, checked out some of the clips, but nonetheless, I was entertained by the cast. I mean, it's just your ratchet drama shenanigan type of show. So, with that being said, this is just going to be a fun reading session on the characters. I mean, well, the people on the show. I mean, it's lighthearted fun, but at the same time with some truth. So let's get ready to throw these peanuts because this is about to be a read down. Okay. So yes, chasing Atlanta, or more so chasing Clout, or more so chasing Oliver, because let's be clear. He seems to be the centerpiece of the show. Everything seems to be revolving around him, or so that's how he makes it or his business to be. I mean, he's a likable person, but I'll save him in the power of three, or more so the phony of three, for last. So let's get right on into it. Let's jump right on into Cameron. So, Cameron, first and foremost, I hope your cancer is in remission or whatever's going on. I hope you're thriving. I hope all the cast members are thriving and doing the best that you are. I mean, you really didn't bring much this season. I mean, you showed me that you played the part of being that neutral friend, somebody that you have a lending ear. You're there to listen, without judgments. That's that part that I saw you play. I mean, I don't really have much to say for Cameron. Very neutral. Travis. You really tried to play the part of being the mediator. Not saying that you weren't really trying to do that, but the only thing I really saw you mediating is what plate you were going to eat first in this season. Like, really? And then at the end of this episode, at your little gathering shindig, and that's another thing. Y'all in Atlanta, or just in general, y'all really be trying it. When y'all be talking about some having events, y'all be talking about something y'all throwing an event and really don't be no event. For example, oh, come to the launch of a makeup at the at the Arches. And when you show up, it's actually a birthday party at McDonald's. But anyway, Travis, I didn't understand that whole part at the end at your shindig when you were generalizing, not really calling out names who you talking about. Like, what was the whole point of that? Did the producers put you up to that? But yet you're supposed to be the peacemaker, kumbaya, but yet you were sitting there trying to incite some messiness and drama. Like, it didn't make any sense at all. And that's another thing with you. I see that you want to be the peacemaker, but I don't really see you trying to hold people more so accountable. I won't say that. I mean, you did speak to Kendra and telling her, how to approach things without being aggressive. At the same time, we'll get to Kendra. I just think Kendra's a little misunderstood. Let's get on to Dominique. Dominique, you definitely brought eccentric styles. You definitely did that. Choices. But yet at the same time, I can't fault you for that because you being who you are, I feel. And Dominique, I did like the fact that at the little lunch thing at Oliver House, which one you may be asking, but the one where you called him about recording people's conversations, him and Lauren and them. I appreciate people that call things out and try to hold people accountable. So you definitely did that, Dominique. Kudos. Um, Stop always trying to seem like you're trying to pop off for no reason. I don't know. I just kind of feel that sometimes with you, Dominique. But anyway, moving right along. Um, Troy. You didn't really bring nothing this season. You really did not. You just had something that centered around you that was prominent as far as the back and forth between Kendra and Oliver, and that was your little birthday shindig. Troy, I don't really think you're that good of a friend to Kendra from what I've seen, from what I saw on this episode. I mean, from this season. And Kendra, that's a sign. I think Troy is just trying to find a way to unfriend you because he's trying to chase clout from Oliver, because it was already known and shown, especially even more so this episode when you sat down and talked to Kendra. Kendra already said when she came to your birthday party, she wasn't looking for no confrontation. If anybody that she was looking to talk to was Lauren. The thing is, y'all want to sit up here and go off and pop off about how Kendra acting, but not trying to understand why. And then you popping off just as much. So, like, really? You want to sit up here and make it seem like Kendra ruined your birthday party? No. I mean, what's really going on? What's the real reason why you're upset, or you want to be upset, or you want to stop being friends with Kendra because she had a falling out with Oliver and you want to now befriend Oliver because he seems to be on the up and up? That's not your friend, Kendra. He's not. He's rattling the fence, okay? As you already said at the end of the episode, like, what's really going on? Are you trying to reconcile, or are you just trying to put her in the fake friend pile? Like, what's really going on? Rico, okay? I think it's just safe to say everybody loves Rico, okay? I mean, I would say he's the show favorite, if not him or Kendra. I mean, I mean, he's eye candy. I mean, he's an attractive dude. Um, but at the same time, it's his personality. It's the same time that he keeps it real. It's the same time he holds people accountable. I really, he really went up on my favorite of the series members on the show when he held Oliver accountable. When they were at the little recording session, Oliver was gagging when Rico with the K told his ass, well, are you going to take accountability for the part you played in the friendship between you and Kendra? Because, folks, y'all got to remember, it takes two to tango. Oh, Oliver wasn't trying to hear that. He went on his little grand high horse talking about how it's all about him. That's the point. That's the problem, Oliver. That's the problem. Yeah, Rico's talented, and that's another thing I want to say about the show. It does a good mix of showcasing these individuals' talent as well as the messiness and the drama. From what I've seen, these are some talented individuals, so that's a good thing that I liked about the show as well. Who else is next on the list? We already got Cameron. Oh, we got Cameron. Okay. Oh, dum 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 dum. I'm sorry, my first favorite other than Rico is Kendra. Kendra and Wayne the Pain brought it for me, baby. They really are hilarious. They stand in their truth. They speak their truth, and they're not with the phony fake shit. Okay? I think Kendra's misunderstood. I think people are quick to write her off because they feel like she's not where they want or trying to go. But she's talented just as much as the rest, if not more. You know, everybody get to where they get to in life, not when it's time to get there. But you just can't write somebody off because you think, oh, they're not a good look. Because that's what I feel like is going on a lot in regards to Kendra. Kendra is the type of individual that I see, she may act out or lash out to the ones that she feel that she's genuinely hurt by. And she has said that time and time again. So I don't understand why people seem to be so confused and puzzled as to why she's lashing out. I don't even say lashing out, but calling things out. And Wayne the Pain, that seems like a good support and manager of hers. And he's fine too. He kind of puts me in the mind of that porn star Romeo. They kind of look alike, resemble. But yes, I thought it was funny. That little storm and Spider Man, little shindig. I meant little, confessional at the camera was funny. Okay, I like Kendra. I like anybody that stands in their truth, call things out, and just keep it 100. Because at the end of the day, they may not like you, but you can't help but respect somebody that keep it real. Now, while we at it, I done saved the most three phoniest for last. They want to call themselves the power of three. No, the phony of three. Okay, let's start with Q. I can really have not much to say about Q because all fair and granted, he really was not featured much on this season. So let's just call him the question mark symbol or sign because the only thing you served Q was showing what everybody is saying, what everybody's saying in the comment section, what other people have been saying before I even started watching the show. Um, Oliver is not a loyal friend. That's what you served and shown and played a part in this season. He's not. He's not. He's not. So moving on to Oliver. I'm all about if I'm reading you constructive criticism. Oliver, okay, you definitely are a go getter. We see that you're talented. You're very productive. You strive for the best. You can't. Nobody can take that from Oliver. He's a go getter. He's talented. He's doing his thing, and that's a good thing. Especially he's trying to be a black entrepreneur. That's a good thing. But at the same time, how are you going about doing it? How are you going about doing it? So before I get into the full read, what I mean is, for example, you sit here with this seasoning launch, talking about you your own boss, you work for nobody, you haven't clocked in. But yet, ain't you the same one that's always talking about name dropping, who you working for, the TS Madison, this and this and that. So you working for yourself, but you're actually working for other people. Because let's also be clear, half of those people that was in their room, those D-list celebrities, no shade, half of them are associated with T.S. Madison and been on the Queen's Supreme Court. Let's make that very clear. So don't sit up here and make it seem like you just, and that's a thing people probably have with you, Oliver. You think you doing it all. You're getting there. You're doing it, but at the same time, be humble about it. Be humble about it. You chasing so much clout, baby. I checked out your YouTube channel. You're doing too much. Like you always name dropping. Really? You're scrounging for America's Next Top Model uh, old cast member interviews? Of course they gonna oblige to the interview. They're not doing nothing else, girl. They're probably still looking for the spotlight too. Really surprised the kids. Really surprised the kids, lingo for the gay community. Really surprised us and get an interview with the Beyonce, okay? Then your energy would match to the attitude because this is doing way too much. Way too much. But hey, I'm not saying you can't be your biggest cheerleader. But at the same time, while you're trying to be your biggest cheerleader, don't be somebody else's biggest hater. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So let's keep it moving. You and Kendra and stuff, I mean, I do appreciate, and I think people and Kendra do appreciate the apology towards the end. That I will understand what you were saying, Oliver, about how in this moment you felt like she was being genuine. She wasn't taking the bait to turn up. But boom, there you go. That right there is you telling on yourself, Oliver. Sometimes people know what they be doing. They be trying to bait people into turning up so they can have an excuse to say why they don't fool with somebody. But yet you the cause of why they're turning up. Not saying people should not be able to control their own emotions or actions, but you know what you be doing. And that's what Kendra be saying. You know what you be doing. So for you to say she didn't take the bait to turn up, so you told on yourself what Kendra been saying. You be throwing the bait. What else did I have on all of my ass? Oh, yes, ass. As far as please wear some clothes that fit. Please wear some clothes that fit. Is that so hard? But hey, that's your personal choice and aesthetic. But moving right along to, I would say, the most, it just seemed just rude, nasty, and toxic. Lauren. Really, Lauren? One, I was kind of turned off and disgusted by how you supposed to be a trans woman and you sitting here talking about Kendra's looks throughout the whole season, about how hard she looks. But excuse me, ma'am, sir. Oh, sorry, man. What? Joanna, man. You cannot talk about nobody's looks, especially when you're not taking your hormones. But you want to go get surgery? That's how I know you're not probably serious about transitioning. I understand what's going on in the world. Transgenders and stuff with poles and all that has been pushed to the masses, the mainstream media, and a lot of people like jumping on bandwagons and making it a trend. But that's an actual lifestyle choice, and that's not a trend. And why I also feel that way, you talking about going to get surgery and stuff. Any real trans woman or man knows that's serious about the process. You take your hormones and stuff first. You let your body feel out and do what it do. Because you may not need to go get surgery. Okay? And then if you go get surgery and then you start taking hormones, you never know how your body may feel out and may not be a good look. But clearly you don't care about that from how things look. Oh yes, I'm gonna read you down, Boots. Because you think you could just read and talk shit about everybody, but then how you looking? And you talking about something you all the way in China. Maybe in Chinatown in California. Bitch, please stop. You messy, Lauren. You really are messy. You want to give so much, but not give nothing at all, because you're not showing up to film with nobody, but all of her ass, because he's kissing your ass. That's another thing. The phony of three. Y'all are only friends for convenience. She may be doing celebrity hairstylist or whatever. That's all it is. Y'all are fake. Y'all are definitely much, very so industry fake folks. Not really in the industry like that. Only friends for convenience. But when things really pop off and go down, oop, nowhere to be seen nor found or heard. Miss Lauren, Oliver, and Q, and the rest of the people that do what I just said those individuals do. I mean, but nonetheless, that is my read down. If I miss anyone, you were truly born then. But yes, let me know what y'all thought about this. I was really thoroughly entertained. Oh, and Imani Vans Up, I love those segments. She really reads, but from a constructive standpoint. But when she read all of her down, baby, whoa. But nonetheless, let me know what y'all thought about this season, this episode. Drop down in the comment box. Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And yeah, can't wait to see the finale. And I always like to say this catchphrase, which is mine: be inspired, be motivated, and above all else, don't forget to laugh, because I truly do know it is the best medicine.